I feel dry. What's going on with the connection? Welcome in. We're finna do a collective message as soon as the connection stops playing on my top. Welcome in. We're finna do a collective message as soon as the connection stops playing on my top. Connection acting iffy. Zero. I guess we can start with traditional tarot. And then we'll do some other. I'm sorry. Welcome in, welcome in. How are y'all? I wish I could use my laptop. My son is using it. Because I really want to listen to music. Like, I really want to listen to music. Real Bill. If you watched my collective reading I did on my page yesterday, this same energy came out. This energy of trekking through any energies or any resistance that you're having right now. 8 of Baskets, walking away from things that no longer serve you or your highest good, people, places, and things. 7 of Baskets, the free man energy. It's people, places, and things. 7 of Baskets, the free man energy. This is definitely got some masculine energy. But there's like this energy of cleansing, nurturing, like healing the mind, body, soul, and spirit with this 7 of Baskets energy. Daughter of Coins here, so we got feminine. 10 of Coins in the reverse. Ace of Knives, so definitely the truth is being revealed about something, or I would say someone, who someone is. Like, just from this picture, I'm picking up the energy of somebody who's like really nice, somebody who is caring, somebody who cares for other people, someone that people enjoy to be around, celebrate in a way. If y'all could tap that screen for me, that would be greatly appreciated. The Garden, this is also the World card in a traditional tarot deck, so a cycle has definitely been closed. Appreciated. The Garden, this is also the World card in a traditional tarot deck, so a cycle has definitely been closed by you standing in your truth, or by a truth of who you are being revealed. Okay. Mother-daughter. Mother-daughter. We have the Daughter of Coins and the Mother of Coins. So you could be mother-daughter. We have the Daughter of Coins and the Mother of Coins. So you could be a mother, also you could be a daughter. I mean, obviously, if you're a woman, you're going to be a daughter. But either way, you could be a mother and also be considered like a daughter in a way. To a lot of people. It doesn't even have to just be like your own parent kind of thing. Like people could just view you as like somebody who... older people could view you as like somebody like a daughter, almost, like, you know, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for tapping the screen. If y'all could tap that screen for me, that would be greatly appreciated. Grant in the reverse. Okay. Funeral. Okay, this definitely feels like somebody tried to plant something in order to make something else for you not work out. 7 of Sticks in the reverse. Ace of Sticks, but there was like some sort of wisdom or knowledge that you have or have gained pertaining to whatever this is. So it's like somebody wasn't expecting you to stand up for yourself in a situation, but you did. Okay, 3-man energy again, and definitely with the 6 of Wands energy, like somebody just didn't want something to be exposed. This is the Sun card right here in the reverse. So yeah, 7 of Sticks. Somebody's fighting hard right here in the reverse. So yeah, 7 of Sticks. Somebody's fighting back, standing up for themselves. Hi, how are you, Mimi? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just seeing the comments. Welcome in. We have the 3 of Coins here. This could have been a collaboration amongst... We have the 3 of Coins here. This could have been a collaboration amongst like 3 people with this 3 of Coins energy. Like somebody paid for some sort of paperwork to leave somebody disappointed. I keep seeing this free man energy here. There's a masculine that somebody was actively attacking. Like somebody who's free-spirited. Rebel energy. 3 of Coins here. This was like a group attacking somebody's root chakra. 6 of Knives in the reverse, like trying to keep somebody from walking away from, because with this 8 of Baskets energy, this means walking away from things that no longer serve you. But this also in the upright would mean moving to calmer waters, moving away from drama, chaos, and bullshit. Somebody did not want someone to do that. They wanted this to, yeah, somebody definitely paid for some work. This could have been another masculine. That was the 6 of Coins. That was the 6 of Coins. We got 3 people in here. Can we tap the screen, please? It gets the message out to as many people as possible. What's going on with my connection? Thank you, Madison. I'm finna move. Thank you, Madison. I'm finna move this because the way my connection with things irritating me. So, let's see if this makes it better. Thank you, super dope. Thank you. Y'all let me know if the connection is okay. Because 1 minute is good and then the next minute is not. So like I wanna like do this. It is now. Well, my screen says yellow. It says unstable connection. Okay, it says good connection now. Alright. So we have the 5 of baskets in the reverse with the 8 of knives in the reverse. It was like somebody wanted to trap somebody in this never-ending feeling of feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like emotionally abandoned in a way. Like everybody, this was like everybody abandons me energy, and somebody just wanted the collective to sit into this energy. But again, with this garden card, this cycle has been closed out. There's been healing that's been done amongst this masculine energy and feminine energy, because we also have the mother of coins with the daughter of coins. So there could be like an older woman, like a more mature woman. Somebody could just be older in age, and there could be a younger woman with the daughter of coins as well. Thank you for the follow, Miss Trina. For our baskets, disappointment. Somebody's just disappointed that they could not get fold to like revert back to being like in a self-pity, pessimistic energy of nothing ever works out for me, or yeah, 10 of knives in the reverse. This was definitely someone attempted to betray you. So this could have been somebody you know formally. Also, let's be very clear. These people felt the need to group together. They made a choice to group together with people and pay for work. You see this money right here on the table. This lady she's obviously like some sort of practitioner in a way. Pay for work. You see this money right here on the table. This lady she's obviously like some sort of practitioner in a way. She had her crystal ball. And this looks like a jar of, could be like, you know, like how some people collect moon water. So something like that. Somebody felt the need to go get work done with other people. 2 of sticks, 2 of coins. You could also be seeing 2, 2, 2. You could be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. You could also be seeing 3, 3, 3, and 2, 2, 2. Did I say that? Oh, and 3, 2, 1. Three of coins, 3 of baskets. Okay, what I'm getting from this is definitely this could have been some sort of former friends of yours or family members. Also, there was 2 groups of 3s. So 3 people decided to collaborate, and then another group of 3 people. So in total, it would be 6 people, but 2 separate groups. They were doing this around the same time or at the same time. So it's like the 2 groups didn't know they were doing this around the same time or at the same time. But they were. So technically, it's almost like a group of 6. They were kind of working together. We have Father of Baskets here. This came out in a struggle position. So somebody's struggling to balance their emotions about some sort of betrayal. 2 of knives, 2 of coins, 2 of sticks, and 2 of knives. 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3, 3 is very significant here. Thank you for the follow, Joyful Heart. Something about your connection and also about your creativity. This 3, 3, 3 is about tapping into your creative energy, expressing that. And 2, 2, 2 is most definitely about connection. So, yeah, this could have been when somebody was targeting. This is Miss Ida. This is the High Priestess card. So you could have intuitively known what people were targeting when it comes to you. Y'all, we got 4 people in here, and I'm doing a full-blown reading. Can we tap the screen, please? That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'll make this real short and sweet since people don't want to give equal reciprocity here today. Father Sims here. Okay. 10 of baskets with the high priestess and the 2 of baskets in the reverse. So you leaving some sort of connection alone is what left you in this 10 of baskets energy. Something you intuitively knew about a connection that you had to sever or severed in the past. This could have, listen, you know better than I do. Either way, it's giving you this emotional fulfillment. This you're tapping into this energy of your legacy, your it's like this could have even been family, like a father figure in a way. And we got a flash going. I need 3 gifters. Daughter of baskets here. The big house in the reverse, the ancestors in the reverse, 4 of knives in the reverse, 6 of baskets in the reverse, courting somebody. Oh my gosh. Okay. Somebody tried to get somebody put in jail for something that they didn't do. I don't do free questions, y'all. If y'all want questions or if you want a personal reading, my price list is on my page and my questions are $5. Somebody tried to get this collective put in jail for something that they didn't do. And somebody's ancestors warned someone about this. It's like somebody did not want to see you at peace at all. Like, having a peace of mind when it comes to your connections. With this 4 of baskets in the reverse, 6 of baskets in the reverse with the courting. Like, somebody was really paying for work when it came to your connections. They refuse to see you have a peace of mind about the people around you. Yeah, this is strange to me. This was not about finances. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. There could have been like a family member here who was trying to get you locked up for something that you didn't do. But outside of that, somebody that they connected to do this with, they have a very strange, like, need to not see you have anybody around you that actually genuinely cares about you. Like, this person needs for you to feel like you will never have anyone around you that genuinely gives a fuck about you. Like, equal reciprocity in the reverse, 6 of baskets in the reverse. So it's like, no. And 4 of knives in the reverse, that's like usually some sort of rest or peace. Somebody refused. When I say refuse, like, they paid a good bit of money to make sure that they could have even funded whatever this is. You did not have a peace of fucking mind when it came to your connection. Is there anything else here? 4 of sticks here. So again, connections, wisdom. 3 of sticks in the reverse with the what? The 6 of coins. Somebody paid. Friend, family, foe, whatever. Somebody paid to make sure that you don't have some sort of connection, like to sabotage it in a way, because technically they can't do this. Like, literally, energetically, you just can't do this. But somebody paid to try to interfere or sabotage or get someone to self-sabotage, either one of the parties in this connection to self-sabotage, so that you don't have a peace of mind. You don't have anybody else who feels like they care about you, or you feel like they care about you genuinely. And it goes back to that energy of feeling like abandoned, emotionally abandoned by a bunch of people. Like, this Where is it? This 5 of baskets in the reverse with this 7 sticks. It's like somebody wanted you to always feel like people always abandon me. This self-pitying, this like pessimistic energy when it comes to connections. And it's like somebody understands energy work, first of all. And it could be the person that they paid to do this, but somebody understands energy work because the dots are connecting. In order to get someone to sabotage a connection, you would need their vibration or their frequency to be in a certain, it would need to be a certain frequency. And so that is that their intentions on what they wanted you to feel is exactly what needed to be done in order for this work to work. And it didn't because you stood up for yourself. 7 of feel is exactly what needed to be done in order for this work to work. And it didn't because you stood up for yourself. 7 of energy, 6 energy as well. Like you stood up and you fought back. Is there anything else? Five or 6, yeah. There's a bunch of gossip going on around or surrounding you. Like people, like a bunch of people with your name in their mouth. This was supposed to have you feeling some type of way. 8 of 6 in the reverse. Like with somebody specifically not communicating with you. This is supposed to have you feel some type of way. That was the intention. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for the tarot. Let me get this and then I'm wrapping this up. Compassion in the reverse. These people had no compassion for you. Whether this was friends or family, they literally did not feel bad at all about what they were doing to you at all. They didn't. They always expected you to just fold or you to just feel like you deserve it or you should just... This is some narcissistic ass energy, y'all. I can't make it up. Like whoever these people are to you, family, it feels like family because this fell right on top of this 10 of baskets energy. And not like, yeah, these people didn't feel bad about what they did to you at all. And that's just the truth. Thank you for tapping the screen, Nene. They didn't. They felt no remorse. No empathy, no, they felt like you deserved it. And imagine feeling like somebody deserves to not feel like anybody should care about them. Imagine that. Imagine sitting there with the actual mindset of believing that nobody, absolutely nobody in this world should give a fuck about one person. That's crazy. That's very narcissistic. To believe that that is something that is normal or that is something that should happen to anybody. If you don't have to perform in order for God to love you, why do you feel like that other people need to perform in order for you to care about them? That is narcissistic as fuck. I'm sorry. Somebody genuinely wanted you to jump through hoops and do this and be that in order for you to feel cared about by people who genuinely don't give a fuck about you. They only care about what you do and how you do it and when you do it and how much of it you do. Not who you are. Not genuinely who you are inside. Anything else weird? Empowerment. And you know what this did? This activated something within you, and it caused you to feel genuinely empowered to be around the kinds of people that genuinely appreciate you for you, and not feel like you have to be performative for somebody to actually care about you. Not feel like you can be around people or need to be around people who all it takes is for one person to say something or do something a certain way for them to leave your ass high and dry. Okay? Emergence. That's what came up. Literally. It was a wound within yourself that was brought to light when these people showed you that they never gave a fuck. And that's exactly what that is. They never gave a fuck. People will act like they care for you and they care about you and they care about anything connected to you until you stop doing what they want you to do. Until you stop feeling how they want you to feel. Until you start actually moving and feeling and doing things based off of your own emotions. Then you become selfish. Then you become the person that everybody hates because you're doing what? You're accepting yourself for who you are, and that's not something that they can do. That's not something that they want to do. They want you to be who they want you to be. Thank you for tapping the screen, Nene. And then people walk around with this victim mentality like you was the villain in their story. And the reality of the situation is you never gave a fuck about that person. And once you really address the issues that happened in that relationship, then you'll understand, damn, I see why this person never speaks to me. Damn, I see why this person does not fuck with me. Damn, I see why this person left me high and dry and didn't explain, because time and time again, this person has come to me in many different ways, shapes, and forms and told me how they feel about the way I'm treating them, and I refuse to do anything to change it. Damn, I really didn't give a fuck. Don't nobody just go through something with someone in a relationship. No genuine real person goes through something with someone in a relationship and just say, you did this one thing, so fuck it and fuck you and I hate you and da-da-da-da-da. That's not how it works. When you genuinely care about somebody and you genuinely love somebody, that's not how it works. Somebody comes to you and they tell you. And sometimes people who haven't learned their own lesson when it comes to valuing their self and their worth, they'll tell you again and again and again and again and again and again, and you'll still spit in their face and act like that shit never mattered. You never said it. You don't know what they talking about or why they just did this to you. The reason they did that shit to you is because you never gave a fuck. And when you realize that shit, you'll realize exactly why you got left high and fucking dry. Is there anything else? People have this false version of caring about people. It's always beneficial or transactional. That's not really giving a fuck about somebody. I'm sorry to break the news to you. That's not how you give a fuck about somebody for what they can do for you or how they do it or if they live in their life the way you want them to live it. That's not how that works. Sorry. Soul time. Fertility. Cosmic flower. Yeah, it calls you to genuinely embrace yourself and understand that things happen in due time, okay? Ooh, magic in the reverse. Also that this was holding you back from embracing who you are, the power you hold, the magic within, okay? There was a lot of things that was addressed when this came up. This definitely feels like past energy. But these people could still be doing shit, and that's the problem. They're still doing shit and then wondering why. Energy does not lie. Energy don't lie. And if the collective is sitting here listening to what I'm saying and I'm reading what I'm saying, you don't think these people know what the fuck or how the fuck you really feel, you're delusional. You're delusional. You're delusional. Sacral chakra. The frequency of sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance. Orange can be significant. You're going through a sacral chakra activation as well, or this puts you through a sacral chakra activation. Okay, a realization about what you truly desire for yourself. Okay. dynamic root chakra. The frequency of root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passions and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies as well as the physical world. This really rooted you and grounded you in who you are, and going to explore that and loving that and seeing that as worthy, and not what people think of you or how people feel about when you express yourself. None of outside validation no longer makes you feel worthy, and that's what I'm getting from this energy. Like, no dynamic, no person, place, or thing can make you feel worthy. That comes from within. Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. And it reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that the new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. And what's sticking out here the most to me is this energy of embracing the unfamiliar. That was something that you had to come to realize when it came to your connections and the people who were attached to you, okay? You had to really realize that you are not something that is familiar. You are different. You are unique. And so this is new to people who like to be like everybody else. When someone is so used to being just like every trend or participating in every trend and being like and wearing what everybody else wear and do, when they're so used to being a sheep and they see someone not being a sheep, that is unfamiliar to them. And so you had to realize that it really wasn't about you genuinely. It was about how people feel about themselves. The reason why people don't like you is because they don't like themselves. They like the sheep. They like that sheep. That's why they follow it. That's why they choose to do what they do. Thank you, chosen one. That's significant. You are one of the 144. Yeah, this was people with very sheep mentality. They want to follow the herd and they want to hit the nay-nay and hit the folks like everybody else. I kept hearing it. I don't know why. I had to say it because it's like one of those people, they had to hit the nay-nay, okay? They had to do everything else that everybody else was doing. And meanwhile, you wanted to really see who you were. You really wanted to discover who you are as a person and not what everybody else is doing. Tantric journey in the reverse. Yeah. So there was the input to these connections. Yeah. It's like you had to go without certain dynamics to understand what kind of dynamics you even truly want in your life. The dynamics you deserve. Because again, these are people who did not see you as worthy enough to just be loved. We have to go back to that. These are people who did not see you as somebody who is worthy enough to simply be loved for who you are. Not for what you do, not for how you treat people, but because you are you and you are worthy of love. And it's as simple as that. God loves every creation that he has ever made, no matter what that creation has done. I love my son no matter what the fuck my son do. Say or feel. I would never ever make my son feel like I'm not going to love you because I don't like what you're doing or what you're saying or how you're living. That's not my choice. That's not my life. At the end of the day, I decided to have a son. I decided to be a steward over somebody else. I decided to nurture and love somebody else into being who they desire to be, not who you want them to be. Merkaba. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to the Akashic inheritance as well as merging, or just let me know when I'm winning the lottery. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to the Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experience into our present to serve our highest purpose. So again, This is somebody who didn't want to see you through living in your highest purpose because it made them uncomfortable. And when I say someone, again, this could have just been a whole family, a group of people, a group of friends, minimum of 6 people, like I said, with that 3 and 3 energy, and also 3, 3, 3, and 2, 2, 2 could be significant, as well as 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Remembrance in the reverse and communication in the reverse. These are not people who just, they don't have access to the divine. And divinity is something that people will suck the life out of you if you don't if you don't fix your perception, if you don't actually start seeing things for what they are. Like, nothing will ever change. And when these people realize that, then they'll realize why they no longer have you in their life, or anything connected to you for that matter. Because once you become an energy vampire to one thing, you'll become an energy vampire to the next. I think some people need to really take a hard look in the mirror about who they are and how they treated people and why they treated them that way. Because it wasn't about that person. It was about you and your unhealed nature. And don't get me wrong. We all have issues and unhealed natures that we need to heal. But when you become so high and mighty that you think that you don't need to heal anything because you think you too old, or you think you need to heal anything because you think you too old, or you think you... I don't know who the hell was just calling me, but they just got sent straight to voicemail. You think you too old, or you think you too... you think you too old, or you think you too this... Someone's blowing my phone up right now. I have no clue who this is. You think you do this, and you tank. Somebody could say tank. Somebody could say thank you or something like that. You think you to this, or you think you to that hill, then you're going to forever have people walk out of your life, and then always you're going to be sitting there playing the victim because you never wanted to take any accountability about who you are or what you want to do, or who you are or what type of person you want to be when it comes to dynamics, friendships, relationships, or whatever you're doing, bitch. Because I want y'all to realize that energy is a full circle thing. So it don't matter what you're doing, even if you work in a job. If your energy fucked up, something in that job you doing gonna be fucked up. Something in that relationship you doing gonna be fucked up. Something's going to continue to be fucked up until you address what it is. And sometimes our issues work for us, and then sometimes our issues work against us. That's why things emerge. That's why things come up when it comes to healing. There'll be times where you come across signs and synchronicities that are telling you this has to stop now, because it's becoming something that will cause you to self-sabotage. Like something I just saw the other day, like it was something about women being hyper independent, which it helps us to an extent when you're around people like this. When you're around people who feel like if they do anything for you, you owe bitch, if they gave you $2, you owe them your fucking life. That's how they feel. And that's what makes people hyper independent. But it works in a sense in that moment, because now you know better than who to depend on. You depend on yourself, but then also it will become a problem when you reach a frequency where you can be around other people who actually can be of service. So then it'll become self-sabotage. And then you'll start getting the signs that, hey, you don't have to be this way. You're doing something wrong. Let's get some affirmations. You're not no longer around those people. You're around a new type of people. Thank you, chosen one. So yeah, sometimes our wounds work for us and sometimes they work against us. That's why shadow work is a lifelong thing. You get hurt and then you don't even realize that you hurt sometimes. And you move on through life holding on to that hurt until it becomes something that is self-sabotaging you and not just solely hurting you. It's hurting your connections, or it's hurting something else. And you have to realize when you start losing things that matter to you. you, Aquarius Queen, for liking the line. So yeah, people aren't perfect. Nobody's perfect. But when you start losing things and people, it's because it kept happening. You kept being told something. It's something kept happening and you refuse to acknowledge that. And now you have to lose something. It's like when a man treat a woman wrong and then he keeps treating her wrong and he keeps treating her wrong and then she leaves and take everything that was with her, and now you have to pay the consequences of your actions. Now that's gonna be the one that got away. Now that's that bitch who got everything you ever wanted, and she always had it, and everything, and everybody you run into after that just ain't the same, and it's never gonna be the same, and that's because you chose to not appreciate something, and now you have to pay for the consequences of your actions. This is not like I said, this is not a one-time thing. This is not I told you I don't like the way you treat me, and then I just up and left your life forever. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live in trust and confidence than to be a defensive leaner. And also I want to address this because that was almost a half statement. That woman is going to continue to be the one that got away in your eyes until you do the necessary healing work within. And then your energy will reach a frequency where you can be in alignment to somebody like her. You're not going to get her back. You know why you're not going to get her back? Because you didn't appreciate her when you had her. And that part matters. Nobody's going to spin the block and come back around after you done treated them like dog shit. They will forever have those memories. That is traumatizing. Nobody wants to look at your face and turn back and think about all of the fucked up shit you did to them, no matter how much you healed. No, you gotta go choose somebody else. Nobody's finna go settle for that. It don't matter how much you heal when it comes to that person. That don't mean you won't never find somebody else who's like them. There is a voice of inspiration within me now. It's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. And if this is family, you better hope you have some other kids. And you better start treating them right. Hey. Especially when somebody they've pretty much been around you your entire life. Cousin, sister, mom, dad, whatever the case may be. If somebody's been around you your entire life and you really choose to walk away from them, it's almost literally impossible, no matter how much you heal, to get that person back. And that's just the truth. You've traumatized someone. You burn memories and experiences into their life that they cannot undo. And the only way to undo it is to make sure they never let you have the fucking opportunity to do that shit again. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness I deserve. That's why I say it's nothing wrong with forgiving people for those things, but it's a difference between forgiving and allowing somebody back in. That's not necessary always. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness I deserve and accept it, and damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it. When I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no. And say you're thinking of something else and run away. Excuse me, go for a minute. The lesson here was worthiness, and it brought you the inspiration to learn to trust that when it comes to any relationship, there's no type of performance that you need to be putting on in order to keep someone in your life. You need to love yourself genuinely and trust that the divine is giving you the necessary lessons and the necessary things you need in order to keep the right people in your life. And if those people cannot handle that or handle you, then they don't need to be around you. They're not ready. No need to do. I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of life's path, I don't need to do anything because I'm already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust, and do the laundry. Yeah. I have two more. One more. We have peacefulness and clarity. So yeah, this just feels like you found peace and clarity in the whole situation. Honestly, I mean, this does feel like something from the past. Again, it's just coming up because these people are still doing shit and then painting you out to be the victim, or painting you out, the villain, and painting themselves out to be the victim. And the reality of the situation is that's just not true. Somebody just doesn't want to accept the fact that, or even acknowledge the fact that they never really truly gave a fuck about you. They didn't even really know who you were because they didn't want to get to know that person. They never wanted to get to know who you were. They just wanted you to continue to be the sheep they saw. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage. Okay, Spirit wants me to tell y'all to try morning pages. Every morning when you get up, write whatever's coming to your mind down. Write like 2 or 3 pages. And it'll help you when it comes to separating mental chatter and actually genuine clarity about the things that you are productive thoughts, or things that you are just simply beating yourself up about, or just being hard on yourself. It'll really separate the thoughts, the negative and the positive thoughts. So I think that doing morning pages will really help this collective. Because this could also be coming up because you almost in a sense feel guilty for choosing yourself, or choosing to choose yourself. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I get my security deposit back. Yeah. Don't feel guilty about choosing peace within yourself and letting go of anyone or anything that like tries to disrupt that peace within you. Because people will genuinely act like they care about you, and they don't. They honestly don't know how to care about people. They don't know how to care about themselves. So don't feel guilty. One day these people will learn their lesson, or they will reincarnate and have to learn it again. I mean, look, that's not your problem. That's not your fucking problem. I'm Intuitive Light Seer J, and this is a safe space for you to heal. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful day. Any and all things that I say here today, I ask that you take it back to prayer before incorporating these things into your life, okay? And I love you. Bye.